Welcome to the Write Academy. I'm Matthew R. Miller. Today, I'd like to suggest a writing exercise that will help to improve your descriptive writing. Descriptive writing is writing that really draws the reader into a scene, into your world. It's immersive writing, where the reader leaves the world they are in and feels like they're in a different world, which is, of course, the world of your book or your story or your screenplay if you write film. Now, this is something that is good for everyone to do, new writers, intermediate writers, advanced writers, whatever, wherever you may be on that scale. This is a great exercise. So here's what you do. First, choose a public place, any place where there'll be a lot of people, a lot of activity, a lot of things to see. So don't go out in the middle of an empty 100-acre, field on a farm where there's literally nothing around you. Go to a mall, go to a coffee shop, go to a restaurant, go to a library, go to a university campus. If you live in an urban environment, just sit on your stoop at home and look, or stand on the corner, anywhere like that. It doesn't matter. What's important is that it have people and things happening and lots of things to see. Now, get a piece of paper, or if you prefer a laptop, however you like to write, and make some lists. Each list should have at least 10 words, okay? List number 1, things you see. Keep it simple. All right, I see across the street, what is there? There's a bank, a tree. Oh, there's a food stall. Oh, there's an umbrella, right? Like objects you see, non-human objects. If you want to consider a dog or an animal, a cat on this list, that's fine. List number 2, things that you hear. Okay, so you want to be somewhere where there are noises too. So write down 10 things you hear. So for example, today I was at a cafe and I could have written down espresso machine, milk steamer, barista calling out names, or just simply names, voices, laughter, singing, business meeting on a laptop, things like that. 10 things you hear, at least 10. Next, make a list of 10 things, if it's appropriate, that you smell, like if you're in an area like a restaurant or something. So espresso, milk, vanilla, whatever. Now, if you're in a situation where there is really not a lot of smells, just do the best you can. That's why it's important to go somewhere that's really active, okay? Good smells or bad smells, write them all down, okay? At least 10. Next, I want you to write a list of 10 people you see. Now, let's start it off simple but descriptive. So, tall man in blue shirt, something like that. Don't just write man, because, So, tall man in blue shirt. Laughing woman with dyed hair. Young mother pushing baby stroller. Businessman in a suit and a red tie. Okay, so who are they? And basically a tiny bit of what they're wearing. If there's some feature, man with a very large nose, or a woman with a scar on her cheek, anything that's unusual or, noticeable. 10 of them. Now, write down at least 10, a list of 10 actions you see, and these should be verbs. Talking, zooming, drinking, laughing, arguing, selling. Maybe it's someone there, a salesperson having a meeting trying to sell something. Crying. Whatever people are doing, write down those 10 verbs, at least 10. You can write more if you want. Okay, now you have the basis of a little sentence. So, for example, the man in the blue shirt and the blonde hair watched the barista with red hair steaming his milk. Okay, now you've got a little descriptive sentence, right? Each list has 10 words. You've got a lot to choose from. Choose the ones that really resonate with you. Choose the ones that are not cliches, that are not, choose the ones that really make you feel like you're there in the moment. Once you have a few sentences together, write a paragraph, make it a little story. You can use yourself in there. I was sitting in a cafe when, or just start the story. The tall man in the green shirt walked into the cafe. He was talking on his phone and looked very suspicious. He walked to the counter, ordered an espresso, paid for it, then sat down. He looked around as if he were expecting someone. Then a young man entered with an angry look on his face. he saw the first man, walked up to the table, and started yelling at him. Whatever happens. Okay, so the idea here is that you want to have lists of things: setting, character, plot, description. All right, and you want to have words to choose from. You want to start with lists of words, then make sentences, then make a story. Finally, make a one-page story. And it doesn't have to have any kind of, at this point, super plot. It can just be describe what you see. The point is not to write an intriguing murder mystery or, write some horror story, unless that's what's really happening around you, in which case you might want to leave. The point of this is to learn to describe a scene in a way that makes people feel that they are there. If you do this exercise frequently, every day if you can, every other day if you can, a few times a week if you can, in different places around different people, then you're going to greatly improve your descriptive writing. Part of being a writer is being a good observer. And the more things you experience in your life, the more you can learn how to describe different scenarios and scenes and plots and people, characters. So is there somewhere you don't go a lot? Like, for example, do you not go to, I don't know, sushi restaurants a lot? If you can afford it, go to one and see what it's like. Write about it. Do you go to the park often or not? Do you ever go to the park and watch a pickup basketball game being played? If not, do that. Expose yourself to as many different kinds of people as you can, as many different kinds of places, settings, scenarios as you can, and try to do this writing exercise in all of them. This is going to really quickly boost your descriptive writing. And remember, the idea of all of this is to draw the reader into your world, to immerse them in your world, and so that when they finish your book, they'll be sad and wish they were back in it. So it's a simple writing exercise. I promise it works. It takes a little bit of effort, but it's not the hardest thing in the world, is it? It's something you can do regularly. So try that out. I'd love to hear in the comments if you think it works. And if you do it, I'd like to see some of the sentences you wrote. I would love to see that in the comments. So I hope that helps. It's just I'm trying to think of little things here and there that help new writers, and this is something that is very, very useful. So please like and subscribe the video. Thanks for watching. I'm Matthew R. Miller. You're watching the Write Right Academy.